Coach Schmoot here. Hey, I just want to take the time to go over the syllabus. We are starting the third week of the second semester, and by now everybody should have read the syllabus, but we do have some new students that you might not have, and we do have some old students that for some reason or another, even though you've been with me for 21, 22 weeks now, you still have questions every now and then, and the answers are right within the syllabus. So just going to point out a few things. My class is a little bit different than the other classes here at Odyssey. As you guys know, you come and see me twice a week, but at the same time I do keep my website updated, and you do have some assignments that you have to take online, some discussion boards and some quizzes. So you get your points by A, coming out to the park and participating, and also B, by doing some assignments online. So there should be no questions on how you get your grade in my class. The other thing, let's talk about when you do come out to the park, you are to wear athletic gear. I don't ask you to wear a uniform, but I do want you to wear athletic gear, and I'm going to be a stickler this semester on that athletic gear, especially your pants. I don't know what it is, but for some reason there's a few of my students that want to wear clothes that are 2, 3, 4 times too big for them. If you wear clothes where you have to every third or fourth step make sure your pants don't fall down, they're too big for you, and you're not going to get points for it. On the other side of that, there are a few of you that wear pants that might be too small for you. You want to make sure that even when we stretch and do some other activities, that you feel comfortable in those pants. So let's make sure that our athletic gear fits us. I do not want to see any Dickies. Again, I don't want to see jeans. We talked about that the whole first semester. Your shoes, please. I'm not going to make it mandatory that you tie your shoes, because even though I bug you guys about tying them, you still don't, and I don't feel like taking points off for your shoes not being tied. But just remember this, 10, 12, 15 years down the line, when your ankles, your knees, your back, they start hurting, just remember that I tried to warn you that you need to tie your shoes to give your body some support. You should have some good athletic shoes too for class, because we will be doing quite a few things at the park. Another thing to talk about, getting a hold of me. If you need to get a hold of me, the best way to get a hold of me is email. I check my email like 10, 15 times a day, so email me and I will get back with you. The second best way is probably to text me, but when you text me, make sure that you put your name in the text. And then the third way, I guess you could always call my cell phone, but usually, and I'm pretty busy during the day, and when I'm in class I don't have my cell phone on. If it's if it's an emergency or something that you guys all should know, you should call Coach Blowbaum. He usually has his cell phone on him during the class. What else? When you come to class, so we talked about dress. You get 4 points for your dress. You also get 6 points for participating in whatever activity that we're doing, so you can earn up to 10 points. One thing that we're going to do a little bit more of this semester is you're also going to have opportunities to gain more points in class. We're going to have some assignments, kind of like the amazing races. When we do the amazing races, each day is worth 20 points, or you have the opportunity to get up to 20 points. We're going to be doing some fitness activities where you're going to have chances to earn points. I'm just not going to give you points for doing certain activities. A good example of that would be when we do our tripod workout, there's going to be a rubric put online, and you're going to have to do a certain amount of work to get the total points possible. We'll talk about that a little bit later as we get to it. If you miss class, you're absent, you're sick, you just have to go out of town, something like that, you don't have to let me know, but do know that you have to make that up. And the only way to make up one of my classes is to come to another one of my classes. There shouldn't be any questions about my schedule. It's posted online right in the syllabus. And then the last thing, 5 simple rules that I have, and I'm going to read them off to you. Respect your instructors as well as your fellow students. No profanity. Do not leave the park without our permission, either my permission or Coach Blowbaum's permission. Follow all the policies in your Code of Conduct handbook. And then cell phones. No cell phones. Not allowed to have cell phones. Excuse me. Um, let's just talk about a couple things. Profanity. Let's watch our language. In most of my classes, we've done a pretty good job with that, but there are still a couple people that need to remember that they're actually in the classroom. And then cell phones and iPods. Let's talk about that. I tell you, some of you guys are taking the bus, and you want to have your cell phone, for safety, or you want to have your iPod so you can listen to music, and that's fine with me. But I'm going to really also be a stickler on when class starts. I don't want to see the cell phones. I don't want to see the iPhone or iPods. I don't want them to be on your person. What I mean by that is, I don't want them in your pockets. I don't want them on your waistband, because you can't run to the best of your ability when you're worrying about your cell phone falling out of your pocket or bouncing up and down, because it's strapped onto your waist. So they just need to be put away in a safe spot. If that means bring a backpack to class, or something like that, then that's what you need to do, because I don't want you to be in possession of them when we're actually doing activities. And then the last thing, let's talk about our tardy policy real quick, because I forgot to talk about that in the beginning. You're no longer gonna lose 5 points if you're tardy. It's just gonna be 3. A lot of you guys are trying your best to get to the class on time. A lot of you guys take the bus, and sometimes the bus system doesn't work the best. So if you're tardy, I'm gonna just mark you down 3 points. And tardy would be any time that we have already started doing something in class, and then you guys come in after that. That will be considered tardy. If you have any questions, like I had stated earlier, email them to me and I'll get back with you. And have a great weekend, and I will see you guys at the park.